Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon or Rising. It's the weekly reading for the week of October 14th to the 20th. Your cards this week, Pisces, we have the Share Your Voice Oracle card. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So Pisces, I'm just going to start off by reading out your Oracle card actually. I really feel like it's pivotal to this reading. So share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. You're being called to share your voice, perhaps by speaking up in a relationship or through writing, singing or some other creative form of expression. We each hold a truth deep within us that longs to be expressed. Sculpted for lifetimes, the voice of your soul is like no other. It carries with it wisdom that can only be gained through soul history and growth. By remembering, tapping into and expressing this unique tone, we not only heal ourselves, we also heal the planet at large. So what I'm hearing there is that some of you may need to speak up in a situation. Some of you may need to be heard, Some of you might have been, allowing other people to be in more control, allowing them to impose their values on you rather than you, stepping up. Well, you're being invited this week to come out of that cave, to share your voice, to speak up against a situation that potentially is just no longer fulfilling for you. Recent past situation here, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So Pisces, that Seven of Pentacles really says to me that you really have put the hard work into a situation. You've put your blood, sweat, tears and energy into something, and you're now, or in the recent past, have been going through a period of reflecting about whether that was worth it and whether you should continue investing in that situation. Because I think it's been hard work and it's been slow growth. It's been a real slow burn. Now, what is the situation? Well, it is a general reading, Pisces, so it's difficult to tell. You'll know what it is for you. We are talking pentacles here, which is that earthly physical realm. For some of you, that can be in the home. For some of you, it can be the way that you earn your finances. So it can be in career or business. It's that kind of energy. But with that Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles could well represent you in this reading, Pisces, because the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who can run the home, be the nurturer, the carer, all those sort of things, but also, goes out and makes the money and does all of that. So potentially you could have been in a situation where you felt like too much weight was on your shoulders, that you had to keep on pushing and hold it all together. Maybe your partner, did less than you if it's a relationship situation. If it's a job situation, maybe you feel like you gave it you all. You gave so much time and energy and overtime, all of that, and you just haven't been recognized or rewarded for it. And, you're really going through that process of, do I carry on with this situation or do I step away from it? And I think that the universe is really going to step in for you, Pisces, and I do think that you will be moving in a different direction. So focus energies this week, we have the Hanged Man and the Wheel of Fortune. So not a subtle energy at all. That Wheel of Fortune says that it really is time for the tables to turn. It's time for that wheel to, swing in the other direction, to change your luck, to bring you something that's more fulfilling. The Wheel of Fortune can say that a karmic contract or a situation is coming to completion. There might have been something that you needed to learn from the situation. You were, brought to that experience to experience some kind of emotion, some kind of thing that you needed to learn as a life lesson, and that's complete now. So now, you can release that, and that's when you'll get rid of this feeling of, okay, well, I just really feel like I'm just not getting anything back from it. And that can be because the situation is done. And if we stay in those situations, it can just, really stagnate. It can hold us stuck, like this Hanged Man person here. So that Hanged Man is hanging from the tree of knowledge. He's waiting for enlightenment on how to move forward. I think that's really what you'll be thinking about this week. Is, okay, well, if not this situation, if I move away from it, where to next? I really think that's that decision making that you're going through. Well, they talk about dying the death of the hanged man, Pisces, and that can be, or it can feel like going through that traditional grief cycle. So that is, first of all, we might be in denial that a situation needs to come to an end. And then we might start bartering. Well, if I change this and this, or you change this, this and that, then it will be different, we'll be able to carry on. And then, it can turn to anger when you realize that actually, I don't think there is a way out of this situation. I'm going to have to deal with the big things of, dissolving a relationship, leaving a job and finding another one, that kind of thing, before we move to, eventually we'll go through maybe a little bit of depression and sadness until we reach acceptance that sometimes we just need to move on to in a situation. And even though that can be temporarily painful, there's bigger and better things to come your way that are going to give you more of a, like a 10 of Pentacles reality rather than a 7. So yeah, you're waiting for that enlightenment this week. It'll come. The idea of how to move forward will come, but it starts by, you surrendering to dying the death of the hanged man, to accepting, how the situation was, accepting that maybe it's time for you to move on. And, the Wheel of Fortune is said to have a 10-year energy. So Pisces, the decisions that you make now, you're setting up your next chapter, you're setting up that next decade of your life. And near future, 8 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So here we go. Here is you, rebuilding. Here is you moving on to, not only more fulfilling experiences, but Ace of Cups level of fulfilling, which is about fulfilling all of the senses, having a cup that's overflowing, not just full, but overflowing. The 8 of Pentacles for me is like, okay, after this period of feeling a bit stuck and, not feeling rewarded and feeling apathetic about the effort that you've put in, after, you get that enlightenment of how to move forward, what to change, then you get moving again, you get building again, you get your passion back. This person in this card here is chiseling out those beautiful pentacles one by one, and he's happy in his work doing it because he knows he's building his own abundance, he's building something really fulfilling, and he feels proud. He's got them on display. And that whatever it is that you are moving on to, whether it is that new home, that new relationship, that new job, it is going to fulfill you not only on a physical level, we can see that here, but on an emotional level, a spiritual level, making you feel overflowing with love and joy. And it's going to bring you peace and harmony as well. The Ace of Cups also can be an offer, Pisces. So it could be like after you've released the situation, come to acceptance about, that wheel needing to turn, things needing to change, that karmic contract needing to end. That's when the space is there for the universe on the hand of the divine to bring you in new offers in that emotional realm. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I wish you all the best with it. That Wheel of Fortune is coming to change things up for you this week. It is a general reading, so it won't be for all of you. Keep that in mind. Leave me a comment if you'd like to share how it's playing out in your daily life, and I'll see you back here for another reading next week.